Some doors should never be opened, some buildings should never be explored, and some creatures should never have been discovered at all. Hidden in secret facilities across the world, the SCP Foundation contains thousands of anomalies, entities that break the laws of physics, creatures capable of killing without warning, and things that look human, but absolutely aren't. Welcome to Mostly Monsters. I am the researcher, and tonight we're opening 5 SCP files the Foundation keeps hidden from the world. A gunman that respawns every time you kill him. A metallic creature whose screams can destroy steel. A cybernetically modified monster found scavenging through dumpsters. A shape-shifting fox spirit responsible for dozens of murders. And an android desperate to escape and return to someone named Anderson. These are 5 SCPs that should never exist. SCP-1270, Man with a Gun. Object Class, Safe. Inside an industrial park stands a 3-story office building, purchased by the SCP Foundation. The building is kept completely empty. No workers, no tenants, because the top floor contains the anomaly known as SCP-1270. Whenever anyone enters that floor, something appears. An entity called SCP-1270-1 manifests somewhere inside the level. The entity looks like an ordinary adult man, but he's carrying a Mossberg shotgun. And the moment he appears, he begins hunting. SCP-1270-1 immediately attacks any intruder on the floor, firing its weapon and chasing them through the hallways and rooms. The pursuit continues until every intruder has been killed, fatally injured, or driven out of the building. But killing the entity doesn't stop the attack, because the moment SCP-1270-1 dies, its body instantly disappears. Seconds later, another instance appears somewhere else on the floor. Foundation testing revealed something even stranger. The entity cannot leave the top floor. If it's carried across the stairwell threshold, it instantly vanishes and another instance appears upstairs. Even removing something as small as a drop of its blood from the floor causes SCP-1270-1 to demanifest and reappear somewhere else. Because of this, all analysis must be performed directly inside the building, but the real mystery is the entity itself. Its face matches a man from Utah. Its fingerprints belong to someone in Newfoundland. Its DNA matches a prisoner serving a life sentence in Australia. And when captured and interrogated, the entity does nothing but shout profanity in multiple languages. SCP-1708, The Hallowed. Object Class, Euclid. Deep within a containment facility in the Rocky Mountains sits a creature known as SCP-1708. This entity stands 3.7 meters tall, yet weighs only 25 kilograms. Its body is thin and skeletal, composed of pale metallic flesh made from alkaline metals. 14 limbs extend from the creature's body, 2 legs that split into tentacles, 2 pointed arms at the top of its torso, and 4 burned appendages protruding from its back. But the most disturbing limbs are the 6 hollow appendages emerging from its chest. These limbs connect directly to the creature's respiratory system. They exist for communication. SCP-1708 cannot speak any known language. Most of the time, it simply crouches silently in the corner of its containment cell. But when left alone, the creature produces music. By blowing air through the hollow limbs and plucking metallic strings attached to its chest, SCP-1708 creates a strange humming melody. However, when the entity becomes distressed, the music stops. Instead, it begins screaming, high-pitched screeches that grow louder and louder. During one experiment involving mirrors, the creature's screams exceeded 120 decibels. In a later test, the sound became powerful enough to completely destroy a containment chamber. When the noise finally stopped, SCP-1708 collapsed and remained unconscious for weeks. But perhaps the most disturbing detail about SCP-1708 is that it has attempted to end its own life dozens of times. Whatever SCP-1708 is, it doesn't want to exist. SCP-1991, Cybernetically Enhanced Mammalian. Object Class, Safe. In a small town, residents reported a monster digging through dumpsters late at night. Foundation agents were sent to investigate. What they discovered became known as SCP-1991. The creature is a 2-meter-long quadruped mammalian organism of unknown species. Its body structure is unusual. The torso is roughly humanoid, with elongated limbs ending in hands similar to those of a large primate. Each hand ends with sharp claws. Its head resembles the mummified skull of a canine. But the most disturbing aspect of SCP-1991 is the machinery embedded in its body. A metal collar is fused into its neck. The collar contains 6 video cameras, many of them broken, because the systems linking to the cameras to its nervous system are destroyed. SCP-1991 appears to be blind. Its claws and teeth have been replaced with sharpened steel blades. Its right forelimb contains mechanical clamps and a rotating metal rod believed to be designed for mounting a firearm. The creature's body shows signs of extreme abuse: embedded bullets, burns from industrial cutting lasers, poorly healed wounds, and severe starvation when first discovered. After proper feeding and containment, its physical condition improved, but the psychological damage remains. SCP-1991 reacts with intense fear to loud noises, sudden movement, or aggressive behavior from humans. Whatever created this creature did not treat it like a living being. SCP-953, Polymorphic Humanoid. Object Class: Keter. One of the most dangerous entities in Foundation containment is SCP-953. At first glance, SCP-953 appears to be a simple red fox, but its spine splits into 9 separate tails, and the creature possesses the ability to change its form. SCP-953 can transform into other objects and beings. Most often, it takes the form of an attractive human woman. However, every disguise retains some fox-like features: ears, eyes, voice, or mannerisms. These details are often the only clues revealing its true identity. In addition to shapeshifting, SCP-953 possesses psionic abilities. It can influence thoughts through suggestion and telepathy, convincing victims of completely false realities. In the past, SCP-953 has manipulated humans into committing horrifying acts. Its preferred method of killing is brutally specific. It strikes directly through the victim's abdomen with its hand, removes the liver, and consumes it later. The creature often prolongs attacks, appearing to enjoy the suffering of its victims. One of the worst incidences occurred in Pittsburgh. While disguised as a convention attendee, SCP-953 murdered 27 people. Bodies were discovered throughout the hotel, inside mattresses, hanging from shower curtains, and even served as food at a banquet. Because of its shape-shifting abilities, recognizing SCP-953 during an escape would be extremely difficult. Fortunately, the creature has one weakness. SCP-953 has an extreme fear of domesticated dogs and refuses to approach them. SCP-1360, PS HUD number 31. Object Class: Euclid. Inside Site-19 sits a restrained android known as SCP-1360. The entity stands 1.83 meters tall and weighs approximately 100 kilograms. Its body is composed of polycarbonate casings over an aluminum frame. Covering the entire structure is a strange black fabric known as SCP-1360-1. This material is stronger than Kevlar, yet lighter. Even more unusual, it repairs itself. When damaged, the fibers automatically weave themselves back together. They can even repair damage to the android's internal body. SCP-1360 is intelligent and knowledgeable in unarmed combat and firearms. However, it cannot speak. Instead, it communicates by writing, and most conversations reveal the same obsession: escape. Because SCP-1360 wants to return to someone it calls Anderson. The android also claims it can feel pain. Despite lacking a nervous system, according to SCP-1360, a critical component was removed from its body before it was captured. Without it, the android believes it is incomplete. Those were 5 SCP files the Foundation keeps hidden from the world. A respawning gunman trapped inside an office building. A metallic creature whose screams can destroy containment chambers. A cybernetically modified monster scared by abuse. A shape-shifting fox spirit responsible for dozens of murders. And an android desperate to escape. There are thousands more SCP anomalies locked away in secret facilities around the world, and some of them are far more terrifying than the ones we've discussed tonight. If you want to explore more SCP files with me, Make sure you subscribe to Mostly Monsters. I am the researcher, and I'll be posting new videos every Friday and Saturday night. Until the next file opens, stay curious and stay away from things that were never meant to be found.